Turning now to a sudden reshuffle at South Korea's top office. It's the first such move by President Moon Jae-in since his term began well over 1 year ago now. Given the economic circumstances in the country, the president's decision to replace his top aides for economic affairs and job creation, that really grabbed the most attention. Our chief Cheongwadae correspondent Moon Connyoung reports.
South Korean President Moon Jae-in has replaced three of his key senior aides as the administration begins its second year in office and putting extra emphasis on household economics and job creation. The surprise announcement was made by the president's chief of staff Jong-seok Tuesday morning, only a day and a half after the South Korean leader's return from a 4-day state visit to Russia.
The president has appointed Presidential Secretary for Policy Planning, Jong-seok, to Senior Presidential Secretary for Job Creation, and Yoon Jong-won, who currently serves as the South Korean ambassador to the OECD, to Senior Presidential Secretary for Economic Affairs. The president also named a new Senior Presidential Secretary for Civil Society, Lee Yong-sun, a district chief of the ruling Democratic Party, replacing the current Senior Secretary for Civic Reform.
Chung Tae-ho, who has also served as Secretary of State Affairs and Policy Coordination at the Office of the President during the Roh Moo-hyun administration, will step in to head job creation, while Yoon Jong-won, a former director from the Finance Ministry and currently permanent representative to the OECD, will replace Hong Jang-pyo as Chief Secretary for Economic Affairs. Lee Yong-sun, named to the post of Senior Presidential Secretary for Civil Society, used to head the policy planning team at the Citizens Coalition for Economic Justice. The presidential chief of staff explained Tuesday's reshuffle, the first of its kind since President Moon took office in May 2017, was largely aimed at further accelerating government efforts to reform the domestic economy and create jobs, both key economic objectives of the Moon administration. The shakeup of the president's top economic aides come as the administration's signature economic policy is starting to backfire a year into its term, with unemployment increasing despite its push to create new jobs and the income gap widening even more. Sources in the Blue House say the president decided he needed a shakeup when the May unemployment rate came up to an 18-year high and household income in the lowest quintile fell by a record 8% on year in the first 3 months of the year, even as it rose for high earners.
The past year has been a period of setting the policy direction of the Moon Jae-in government, which is income-led, innovation-led growth, and fair economy. I hope you understand the reshuffle as the president's determination to create actual results that the people can feel by stepping on the accelerator in the second year.
Moon Connyoung, Arirang News, The Blue House.